Oh, there we go. Got this one took out, cleaned up, sanded off. It's all solid. Windows in it, and I got, you know, just a few thousandths on both sides. You can hear it rattling around in there, so that means that the window itself has no force on it or pressure. So when I go to install the glass, then I'm not going to have any chance of breaking the window. But anyway, it's all in good and solid. Now at this point I can do one more little shot of bondo across the bottom here, and put my dash in where it's supposed to go, and tape it and mount it, and then tape the bottom of my windshield, and I can finish molding this whatever I've got here on my cowl. And once that's done, then I can pretty much paint this all black in here. Now the first thing I had to do was clean the window itself up. So I filled all the little places with bondo, and it looks pretty smooth now. So now I can tape this, and at the same time I had to clean this area up a little bit. I've still got some holes and gaps and so forth in it. I also cleaned up the back of it here, so I'll know where everything needs to have bondo when I put the dash in. But I just worked on it a little bit more in this area with my grinding tool. It looks pretty good. So now I'll go ahead and tape my windshield there, and get ready to set it in with bondo. Well, I was going to do some welding today and put on some bumper brackets and so forth, but I got to finishing up this windshield and bondo everywhere, so I just figured I'd get all of this nasty stuff done and be finished with it. I ground off what was left of my paint along here on the door, that old red metal flake, and you know, whatever was in here, some little running a primer there. I just cleaned it up. The cowl looks pretty decent. I went over this with a big wire brush first to level it out, and then 14-inch sander, so this should all be pretty flat, pretty straight. So now I'm going to start just bondoing up this area, try to get as smooth a coat as I can on it. I'm going to try to move on to getting this whole body painted. I just really want to do this top part here. I'm going to paint it Hemi orange, but I need to have blue right next to it, so I was going to get it to a point where I can put a first coat on it, and then after that I can see what I got messed up and fix it. I took a shot at the door and the cowl here and put a thin coat on. It looks like it's pretty straight. It's pretty good. I'm going to really yank my wheel and get ready to get to this back part here. Well, this is drying up a little bit, and just press on. Well, there's that coat of bondo cleaned up with a board sander, and then 36 grit, and then 108 or 80 grit DA. That looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna prime it, and then I can see where I need more bondo. Oh, I just put a light coat on, but all the places that are low are going to be a darker color because it's got 2 coats of bondo. Like in here, it's where all the low places where it didn't get sanded. I'll just mix up another thin coat, cover the whole thing, and try to get it as smooth as I can. That'll be pretty much the final coat of bondo on this. Well, there's a pretty decent fine coat. It went on awfully thin. I wanted just enough to fill any of my dirt tracks. There was a little bit of a dent right in the bottom there. Might take a little more on it. But all in all, this looks pretty decent. I'll sand it off again and smooth it up, prime it once more. Guess I could go to the other side now. Yeah, I got some pretty heavy sanding to do on this one. I'll do that while it's drying. Well, this side here has got its kind of final coat of primer, or bondo rather. I filled up some holes here. I was going to try to paint at least this cowl and a stripe orange. I've still got a lot of work to do here. Other side's pretty much done. It's all smooth and all the dents and waves are out of it. It's been sanded off with 80 grit and primed again. Looks pretty decent. So this side's pretty much done. I got a little work right back there by that rear fender, but looks like a couple places right in here that need some bondo in this cowl stripe. If I got enough light, that's what I'm going to try to do, is finish up these little bondo places and send this off and paint it. Well, I don't know if it's too dark to see, but I finally was able to get enough of it done to squirt a shot of the Hemi orange on my door panels and stuff. Don't look too much different than the primer, but it really is. And I think I'll have enough to finish up the car. There's a little bit left in a tank. If I have to, I'll buy another one. But it looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell out here tonight, but I think it'll be just fine. And then of course the purple will go up to this, mask right up to the edge of the orange, and then I'll flame some of the Hemi orange into the purple. That'll look pretty decent.